This sweetie pie scandal is the story, and I hate to say this, but it's a story that keeps giving. Just when you think that all the information is coming out, it's more people attached to it. And this time, it's a Nellyville associate. Let's talk about it, shall we? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your girl, Miss Ann Little Cole, and I'm coming to you live and direct. Location, I will not tell you because of the trolls. I'm sorry, but I just can't do it right now. So I'm going to go into discussing this new development. It was just broken yesterday. Basically, a Nelly associate who was a producer of Nelly's Nellyville, is the third person indicted in schemes to kill grandson of Sweetie Pie's owner. So I just want to just say one thing. This story is no joke. You got people coming out the left wood. First, it was the stripper. First it was the stripper. And then it was Tim, because the stripper got arrested a month before Norman did. I refuse to call him Tim because I have my personal reasons about it. And it's sort of like you wouldn't really think that this would still be coming up. Like, you'd be thinking, like, okay, they got everybody. We just need to find out who pulled the trigger. Because that's, I think, is the most important thing. Who pulled the damn trigger and killed this man? No, now we got somebody that's being arrested for insurance fraud. So this is what it says. It says, a producer of Nelly's Nellyville is the third person indicted in scheme to kill grandson of Sweetie Pie's owner. And this is a story that broke. They broke the news in St. Louis Post-Dispatch. They broke the story, and it was written by a woman named Rochelle Rice. It says, a St. Louis record producer turned life insurance agent was indicted Thursday in connection with an alleged murder for hire plot to kill the grandson of Sweetie Pie's owner, Robbie Montgomery. A producer of Nelly's hit 2002 album, Nellyville, Wally Yaghnam, is the third person charged in the case after Montgomery's son, a Memphis, Tennessee woman, was charged on Wednesday with facilitating the scheme. So Montgomery, so he got charged on Wednesday. Norman got charged on Tuesday, and the woman got charged in July. So what I think happened, maybe Norman gave him up, or maybe the feds did some research. So it says Yaghnam is 42. He faces one charge of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. As federal prosecutors say, he worked with Timothy Norman, Montgomery's son, to fraudulently obtain a life insurance policy on his nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr. Yaghnam worked as Norman's insurance agent, prosecutors say. Prosecutors say Yaghnam and Norman made false statements on life insurance applications for Montgomery Jr., lying about the teen's income, net worth, medical history, employment, and family background. Norman, 41, became the sole beneficiary of a $450,000 life insurance policy for Montgomery Jr., his nephew, in 2014. The nephew was fatally shot in St. Louis 2 years later. And prosecutors say Norman tried unsuccessfully to collect on the policy 1 week after his death. Norman and Montgomery Jr. both appeared alongside family matriarch Robbie Montgomery in the reality TV show Welcome to Sweetie Pies, which ran for 5 seasons on OWN. The show featured Sweetie Pies, a St. Louis-based soul food restaurant business owned by Robbie Montgomery. 4 days after Montgomery Jr.'s death, prosecutors say Norman contacted Yaghnam, his insurance agent, to collect the benefits. Prosecutors said the policy was for $200,000 as well as $200,000 accidental death rider that would pay out if Montgomery died of something other than natural causes, and another $50,000 rider that would pay out if Montgomery died in the next 10 years. Norman and Terica Ellis of Memphis were indicted by a federal grand jury Thursday after each was charged one day earlier with conspiracy to commit murder for hire, or murder for hire resulting in death. Norman was also indicted Thursday on an additional charge of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. According to court documents, Norman and Ellis were both in St. Louis the day Montgomery Jr. was killed using temporary phones that were activated the same day as the killing. Prosecutors say Ellis texted Montgomery Jr. to receive his location, then called Norman from the same phone. Ellis' cell phone data shows she was near the scene when Montgomery Jr. was murdered that day. Following the killing, Ellis called Norman and traveled back to Memphis. Then she deposited more than $9,000 into several bank accounts in the following days. Dumbass bitch. Norman was a business partner in Sweetie Pie's and opened several restaurants outside the St. Louis market before being sued by his mother and Saint in 2016 for copyright infringement. If convicted, the maximum penalty for conspiracy to commit murder for hire is life imprisonment or death and a $250,000 fine. The maximum penalty for conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud is 20 years imprisonment and a fine of $250,000. Ooh, I don't know what to say. This is embarrassing. This is just straight total trash, in my opinion. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. I don't even know what to say. I'm just stunned. I can't believe these people did this. I can't. But we gotta talk about certain things. First, we gotta talk about how the music industry changed so rapidly that a producer, and I want to make this clear, Nellyville this is not the reality show. I really thought that he was a producer on the reality show until I read the article. Nellyville's album went 7 times platinum in the United States alone. It produced not one but 2 iconic hip-hop songs. One that was on the number 1 spot for 10 consecutive weeks, Hot in Here, and another one that was on the charts for I think another 7, which was Dilemma. I remember that because Nelly ruled the summer of 2002. Okay? This, for you to have worked on this album, it shows that his career didn't last long. For you to become an insurance agent and you're a hip-hop producer, did he get disillusioned? Did he get blackballed? What happened? I mean, my only guess I could say is that a lot of people got downsized because of the whole thing with streaming. Music streaming. I talk about that a lot, and I'm totally against it. I think that's the worst thing that happened because it ruined all types of music. Another thing, too, I will say is that this album, he should still be getting money from it because he was a producer of the album. I don't know what happened, but this is my thing. If I'm going to go and sell insurance, I'm not going to get myself embroiled in no fraud. Okay? Now, this is the question where his lawyers can argue. They can actually argue that they didn't know that this was for hire. Since they know for a fact that he did this, and since he knows he did this shit too, I think Yaghnam needs to plead guilty. If he has the opportunity to plead guilty, plead this shit out. plead it out. Because you facing over 20 years in prison. Okay? And your ass is attached to a murder for hire plot. He might plead it out. And I just want to say something. He's not black. This man is Palestinian, okay? So I'm not trying to say like this is, Palestinians, this and that, but he's not black. So before people say, oh, black people kill other black people, this man ain't black. This man who worked for the insurance company, he's a Palestinian. Now the question is which one, because there's two insurance companies. There's the American insurance company, which is the first policy he took out for $200K. And then there's the Forrester policy insurance company that he took out $250K for. So I would like to know which one it was. Or maybe he was the person that was the connection. We never know. But he plays a huge role in all of this too, because if he testifies against him, and he knows about the murder for hire plot, more stuff will come out. But the interesting thing that I saw earlier today is that he reported the story on his Facebook page. And he had an emoji, like a shocking emoji. Now, maybe he didn't know what was going on, I would give him a bit of a doubt. Maybe it's like, because you never know. If you know about Norman was always doing shit for money. He did stuff behind his mom's back. He could have just told this man, listen, I'm in a strap for cash. Janae wants more money. And he could have looked out for him. But the problem is he took the insurance policy out on Andre. And he was involved in that. I would plead out. I would rat out. I'm not a rat. But I would just plead out this situation. Because if he really didn't have anything to do with planning the kid's murder, he shouldn't go down for this. The insurance fraud, yes. Mail fraud, yes. Because he signed those papers. He got that. But all other stuff, if he really had nothing to do with that murder plot, nah. But then again, that emoji could have been like, let's say he did have something to do with the murder. Maybe the emoji was that, they're going to get his ass. And if he wasn't born in the United States of America, they will deport him to Palestine. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to end it right there. I'm signing off. Stay tuned. Take care, because I'm going live. Later.